Hello everyone, I'm Hang Song, and let's do the second question. The first question in the second one is draw the non-zero definition region of f of x y. Since f of xy equals to 1 over a times x squared times y, and x is larger and equal to 1, and y is larger than 1 over x and is less than x. So the graph for the non-zero definition region of fxy is like this. This one is y over x, and this one is y over 1. Y is equal to 1 over x, and this one is x equals to 1. So according to this condition, the region shaded is the non-zero definition region of fxy. And now let's begin. Let's get to the second question. Find A so that f of xy is a valid joint density function. In order for the f of xy to be a valid density function, the double integration of f of xy should be 1. So let's begin. This integration is like this one, and for dx, you know that from 1 to infinity, the integration should be like this one. The lower limit should be 1 over x, and the upper infinity should be x. So it's just like this. For dy, the infinity limit is 1 over x to x, and for dx, it's just from 1 to infinity. Since what we want is just to integrate the function in this region. So we have confirm of integration limits. So the result is like when integrate from 1 over x to x, it's like this one. 1 over a times x squared times ln x minus ln 1 over x, and this one is equal to this one. We just divided up by the minus, and then we integrate from 1 to infinity of this one and this one. The result is that the first one we can get to this one, and the second one we can get to this one, and the result for the integration of them is 1 over a plus 1 over a, and the minus the final result we can get is 1 over a is equal to 1. So we can get a is equal to 2. And the third question is find and draw the marginal density function for of fx of x and fy of y. Since we have guessed that f of x and y equals to 1 over 2 times x squared times y, and fx is equal to minus infinity to infinity 1 over 2x times x squared times y times dy, and what we need to do is to confirm the limit of integration. According to this graph, we know that when x from 1 to infinity, the corresponding y is just like this. So the lower infinity for y is 1 over x. It's just like this. And the upper limit is like this, y over x. So the limitation is 1 over x to x. After integration, we get the result is like this: 1 over 2x squared times ln x minus ln of 1 over x, for x is larger and equal to 1. Then is for Fy. For Fy, we can know according to this equation, we can know that the corresponding x, the corresponding x is different for the different y. When y is larger than 0 and less than 1, the curve corresponding to it is like this. So the limitation for y is larger than 0 and less than 1. The lower integration limit will be since y equals to 1 over x, so x will be 1 over y, and the upper integration will be infinity when as this curve shows. And when y is larger than 1, the curve corresponding to it is like this one. So the lower limit of integration is like x of y. This curve, we get this from this curve, and the upper limit of integration will be infinity, like this curve has shown. So when y is larger than 0 and less than 1, the integration will be from 1 over y to infinity, and the result is 1 over 2. And when y is larger than 0, the integration will be from y to infinity, and the result is 1 over 2y squared. So the Fy will equals to y 1 over 2 when y is larger than 0 and less than 1, and will be 1 over 2 times y squared when y is larger than 1. So the graph for fx is like this. This is the function for fx, and the graph for fy is like this. When fy is from 0 to 1, it is equal to 1 over 2, and when it is larger than 1, the curve is like this. So for the last question, want us to verify fx and fy are valid density function. In order to verify that, we just needed to integration from minus infinity to infinity, and the integration range will be 1 to infinity, and the result is just like this. And after calculation, we get the final result is 1. And for fy, the integration will be divided into two parts. The first part is from 0 to 1, and the second part is from 1 to infinity. And finally, after calculation, the the result is 1. So we can see that fx and fy are all valid density function.